friends. Welcome to New in the Studio. My name is Lisa Schmid, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I'm excited to be here tonight.
Go for it.
Hi, friends. This is Lisa Schmid with the Stamper Studio, and welcome to New in the Studio. I'm excited to be here, and I'm wondering what you did this weekend. We were at the Refuge Little Falls, and I had some of my stampers there, as well as some other folks that we became friends with. But I got to craft. So I was sitting in the crafting area crafting and making a book nook. If you don't know what that is, let me know and I'll tell you which ones to make and not make.
Prepping some cards and different things.
Yes, prepping cards and doing lots of different things. But I came out and I said to Dave, this is so much fun. He's like, yeah, I know.
That's why people come to the Refuge.
But it was really fun to be on the other side of it, to be on the crafting side instead of on the prepping side. So while we like doing that, I like doing that too. It was very fun to be crafting. So I was thinking about shaker cards. I must have seen one somewhere and I thought, oh, I haven't done one of those in a long time. So I'm going to show you two different kinds of shaker cards. I think one maybe is a little bit easier, doesn't, but I'm going to show you two different kinds. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Here in Minnesota today is like perfect weather. It is 77 right now. It says it's 77. It feels a little bit cooler, but it is like there's no humidity. It's so nice. Perfect day. So I was thinking, wow, I'd really like some ice cream maybe. So then I was thinking about this ice cream swirl and thought I'm going to use this. So my color combination is coming from using this Latte Love paper. A Little Latte is actually what the paper is called, but it's the one that the coffee set. It is not on sale this week, but this is the Latte Love paper. So looking at this, I'm like, okay, so it uses Lemon Lolly and Calypso Coral. So those are the two colors that I want to use, Lemon Lolly and Calypso Coral. First I had Daffodil Delight and I thought, oh, that's not the right color, I could tell.
Hey, Tina. Hey, Mary.
Here is what we're going to do. I am going to first stamp an ice cream cone. So I die cut this out and you're like, well, why does that look like a weird ice cream cone? Because the ice cream cone, you can die cut out bigger, right? You can die cut out the whole thing. That is the die cut. So I'll stamp it and then I'll cut it. You could do it either way. You could cut first and then stamp. It doesn't matter. But I'm going to go ahead. Oh, there it is. I'm going to go ahead and stamp the cone to give it a little bit of dimension. And if you haven't seen this, the other option I could have done is I could have embossed the cone, which would give it this nice embossed look. But I'm going to go ahead and stamp it in Calypso Coral. So tone on tone here. And
hey, Diane.
I got to move it. Yeah, there we go. Tell me if my head gets in the way. Sorry.
Oh, you're all good.
You know, we usually stamp first and then die cut. So it's always a little, there we go. A little risky doing it this way, but that's just fine. Okay, I'm going to just go ahead and snip off this. It doesn't really matter because I'm going to cover that top part anyway. All right. So the cone, I'm purposely not putting it together yet because it takes a little bit of to me, when I make a shaker card, it's a little bit of mental gymnastics for me. So the cone is going to go here. And actually, I can fold my cardstock first. My standard half sheet in Lemon Lolly. And I can go ahead.
Hey, Patty.
I'll go ahead and stick on my Calypso Coral. And this is just cut at that quarter inch less, which is 4 by 5 1/4. There we go. And look how fun this is going to be. So this is going to be on top of that.
Slide down a little bit, please.
Oops. Thank you. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to notice where the cone is, but I'm actually not going to stick it on yet because what I want to do is the shaker is going to be this piece, this part on the top. So what I want to do is die cut out of the Designer Series paper. I'm going to die cut out the ice cream top. So I'm going to leave my cone kind of where it is. I want to make sure it's all the way on. So I'm going to go down a little bit because if I'm not all the way on, I won't be able to, the beads would go out there. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. That's going to look good. And I'm going to go ahead and give it a little bit of washi tape because this has to be precise, right? So I'm going to cut the hole in the Designer Series paper. And I don't need the cone though there. So, all right, here we go. We'll go ahead and die cut this out. I'm like, oh, please fit. I forgot it's a mini, but it'll fit well enough. There we go. All right, so we're
the
making.
Mini boss or the big boss?
I prefer to be a big boss. Actually, I prefer to be a mini. It depends on how you, in what framework you're talking. So, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and we could use that for something else. We're not going to use that one today. Pull these off. Don't need those. We can save those for another time too. All right, so that is where my, oh, I didn't think about that. I might trim my ice cream cone. I was just thinking, okay. Anyway, that is where that is going to be. And so I do want to go ahead and let's get this where we want it, right there. I'm going to use this little, I'm going to actually stick this on this white piece because then I did die cut out a lemon lolly to put on. You want to be able to see
swirls.
the jimmies, right? They're not jimmies, they're frosted dots, which I know we don't eat frosted dots, but that's what we have. All right, so that's in the middle. I'm going to put this right through that little window because that is where the shaker part is going to be. All right, so the next piece, I'm going to go ahead and stick on this. I'm going to stick on my little lemon lolly. So isn't that going to be fun? That's going to be the cone is going to be on lemon lolly. All right, so let's go ahead and adhere this. I don't want to pop this up because if I did, the little frosted dots would get stuck underneath it. I don't want that to happen. I want to be able to see them and have them moving around.
Let's pull it down just a little more.
So sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you for the very constant reminder, frequent reminder. There we go. All right. So that's where we want our
shaker.
I'm like, what's on my fingers? I don't know. That's where we want our shaker to be, right here. So this part is going to get covered with a acrylic sheet. So this part I need to cover with an acrylic sheet. So I'm going to put some adhesive around our ice cream cone, just the ice cream part. Some of this is because my friend Nancy was with us this weekend and she owns Dairy Queen. And she took some
Dairy Queen, not all of them.
Yeah, she owns the one here in Hopkins, the close one, the one that's important. She owns the one near here. And we gave her some furniture type thing, some shelving. She's like, well, can I pay you for it? I said, no, just like free Dairy Queen would be great. She's like, well, let me know because then I have to call in first. I was like, okay. All right. So there's our window sheet on there. Now, what we're going to do is take our foam adhesive strips and we're going to make the border that is going to stick to. Whoa, 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 whoa. You know what? I ended up taking the border. We're going to go ahead and make a border here, kind of around the edge. And because I go a little bit bigger, but I don't want to see the strip.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be super close.
No, it doesn't have to be close, but it does have, you're right, it doesn't have to be close. It does have to be, you're right.
Continuous.
Yes, it has to be, you cannot have a gap because then it will, the little beads will leak out. You're correct though. You didn't, I don't
I
need to be.
sometimes overlap them a little bit.
You're killing me with this. Mary Jo, are you here? Mary Jo and I kind of set up Dave to say, she's like, say that he was stamping last night. Get him to say that. I was like, okay. And he did on Saturday. Stamp and say it, that is.
I did stamp.
Whatever. All right. So there's that.
She thinks those cards just appear out of nowhere.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. So there is where our little frosted dots are going to go. I'm going to stick this. I have this big piece that I took off by mistake because I did not mean to grab an edge, and I did by mistake. So we're just going to, but you can see how it bends nicely around there. There we go. Put that on. Okay. So this is sticky. So we're going to take our, these are the loose frosted dots. They are actually, there's not very many of the loose embellishments in the catalog, but this one is on page 22. And it is right here on the Shake It Up card. So there's that one. And then there's this one looks really fun. I think I know I just like after seeing this, I added it to my list because this one is, what's it called? Where is it? Champagne Iridescent Dots. It's written on this side as the name, but it's over here. And I was like, ooh, that looks really fun. So of course you can use others that you may have. But this, I was happy to have something that was current. That's always a good thing. All right, so we're going to sprinkle some of these in here. Inside. That's probably good. Maybe a little more for good measure. What?
A little more.
A little more. A little more than that. There we go. Okay. And then the great thing about this, having that here, is this is going to sit on top of it. So, you know, I don't know if you've ever, yes,
Do we have
Dave's
to
raising a
support
question.
the bottom with some dimensionals or
Oh,
something?
yes, thank you. I was going to say the other way is sometimes we put the dimensionals on here. We put this stuff in, and then we're kind of like looking up and trying to get it, and you don't have to do that. Thanks, Dave. Yes, I will use that piece. Thank you. Because we will definitely pop that up, and I'll just use that one that I had. So nice and big. You don't have to make a whole edge, but since I happen to have this one kind of already cut, it's like, well, might as well use it. That one's going to be right on the edge. Yes, you are correct that we need something here because otherwise our cardstock will sit too low, or our designer's paper will sit too low. All right, there we go. Which side's sticky? There it is. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to take.
Friends are very quiet tonight.
I noticed that, but we didn't. I asked a question. What did you do this weekend? What did you do this weekend? That's what I'm asking you. What did you do this week? It was a beautiful weekend, wasn't it?
Gorgeous.
I almost felt guilty sitting inside, although I had so much fun, I didn't feel guilty. It was so fun. Tina and Mary, I'm jealous you get to do that. All right. So this is sitting right on top. Push this one in. I guess it will probably go out a little bit outside of the ice cream. We'll see.
It will.
I love how you know everything here. All right. Main thing I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and center this on my Calypso, which will center it on that. I can see that top little piece. I have a little bit sticking out up there. So
Hey,
I'm
Kathy.
just going to push that
Hudson's very fun.
under. Yeah, Hudson is fun. We hadn't been there since we had looked for. There it is. So that's the fun part. And then usually I have the ice cream on top of the cone. So obviously I'm going to shrink this cone a bit because it does not need to be that big. That's right. The ice cream usually sits on top. So I'm like, oh, what do I do here? I do have an idea of what I'm going to do because we want it to look more realistic than that's going to look with this sitting here. That doesn't work for me. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and die cut out the bottom of the ice cream. We'll die cut out the bottom of this piece on here. You can see it. Yes. Okay. So if I die cut this out, then it will be exactly the same. And then it will look, let's just make sure. Yes. Okay. Then it will look a little bit more realistic. So let's do that. That would make sense. Go, go, go. What did someone tell us? I forget what they said. The
top one has to go in
top
first.
has to go in first, and the middle one back, and the top. So it makes an E. I knew it was a letter. Makes an E, the letter E. This one's longer, this one's shorter, and this one's longer. So if you look on the side, it's an E. That's right. Now it's completely crooked, however.
Yep.
But now you know how to do it in case it doesn't go right away. E, that's right. Okay. I think this has to be a little bit over right there. Okay, here we go. E. Make it dimensional there. Okay. And there it goes. Look at that. It did move again, but
Washi tape.
did someone say washi tape? There is no need for that. Let's not get crazy. There we go. Got it. See? Didn't need it. It's all pushed down now. Yep. All right. So now this will be able to sit right there. That's better. Yeah, much better. All right, let's go ahead and stick this down. And then one more piece to show you here. Yeah, that definitely works. There we go. How fun is that? Isn't that cute? And you can see they are kind of sticking to the edge. So I could have gone a little closer on the foam, but it's still very cute. Okay, now I want to put a sentiment here. And the one I want to use is Make a Wish. Make a Wish from here. So the Make a Wish, I thought it was really cute to put on there. However, the die I wanted to use, because I thought it was kind of fun, whoa, mimicking the polka dots, is from the Everyday Details dies. And the die I'm going to use, is this one. Okay, now this is obviously too big. I don't want that big. This fits there, and it will fit with a little border. So what I'm going to do is, don't know if you've ever done this before, but it's kind of a little trick. If you want a smaller or a different size die, so I die cut this out already, and I see that it was a scrap of paper. It's fine. Actually, I'm going to stamp my Make-A-Wish first, and then I'll die cut it out to be the right size. And I did notice when I put this on that it was a little bit crooked. So let's, I'm gonna actually use this as a line guide for myself. There we go. All right, Make a Wish. So the wish is there. Yeah. Okay, that's straight. All right, here we go. I'll stamp that. I'm gonna stamp that right up as far as I can go without getting into the circles. Make a Wish. Okay, so I don't want this whole thing. So here's how we're going to make sure it's dry. Here's how we're going to make it shorter. How many of you know what I'm going to do? Do you know this? I am going to just put this here. I'm going to get those circles in. So when I am die cutting it, I'm going to turn it this way so you can see. I am going to, the only circles I care about are these top ones. And it doesn't even have to be perfect, but those are the ones I want kind of in the holes. I think I'm going to go one more and put it right there. And I'm curious. Oh, that's why I can't see it, because there's a paper in there, which is why I can't see it. I just need to see the two edges. So I'm going to go right here. Let's see where the line is. Nope, I have to go one lower. So it fits in right there and there. All right.
May I make a suggestion?
Sure.
I think you need to use the bottom of that, not the top, because your dots are going to cut off. Slide it up the other way.
No, I don't want to. Oh, I see, this way. But then
Yep.
I don't want to do that because I run a risk of getting all these a little bit off.
Okay.
It's okay. I'm going to do it this way. Thank you, though. Yeah, when I do it the other way, yeah, I'm going to go here. It'll be okay. Trust me. I'm just got to get that dot in there. This one, I'm like, oh, shoot, I'm a little close. That's okay. I'm going to go right to the wish. Right there and right there. I'm going to use that washi tape. I can see through the holes there. It's dark on that side, so I'm going to do this. There we go. Okay, and let's go ahead. Oops, need one more plate. Go ahead and push that through. And all we need, there we are. Oh, I see. That's what you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I misunderstood. Dave was right. I misunderstood what you were saying. Oh, well.
That's why you use the bottom of it. So you get the dots on the inside.
Well, good job, hon. So what Dave was saying is I had my whole thing like this. And he was saying I guess. He was saying do it from the top so that the dots are inside the cut. You are correct. But since it's already done and it looks crooked to me, I'm going to straighten it out and I'll just leave it as a... Oh, well, good call. I misunderstood, obviously. Mm-hmm. Were you just sitting there going, well, we'll see, you'll see.
No, I knew what I was going to do.
That's what I mean. You're sitting there going, well, Oh, well, that's okay. It's still going to look super cute. I misunderstood. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I'm going to pop it up there. Grab some little dimensionals here. I'll just use my strips because I've got those handy right here. Let's use a little bit. Yes, you are correct. There we go. I have done it before like that though, and it messes up my side dots, and that's why I was a little hesitant to do that, but I understand what you were saying. So we'll just line it up right there, and it looks like it was made to be.
When it's just an edge, it works, but when the detail of the dots is what makes it trickier.
Yeah, I'm wondering. Yeah, that's fine. It's way in the corner. I want a little bit of the dimensional show or the color showing on this side, the DSP. There we go.
There you go.
All right. Isn't that fun?
Very fun.
I think that's fun too.
Or
I'm
is
just
that
going to
you're
put a
asking
piece
the
of
studio audience?
actually, and I'm going to stick
We're
a little
seeing
white
very
inside.
fun, happy cone time, very clever.
Okay, I'm going to do one more thing. You know, I'd like to do that. The what do we call it?
Surprise inside.
Well, it is a surprise inside. It's also the
Watermark.
yes. Thank you. Okay, it's Monday. I don't know why I took a nap, but I did. So 1, 2. Dave was like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yep." 3. Little watermark. It's a little bit dark, but that's okay. I just think it's fun to actually. I'm gonna flip it over and do it one more time. So 4. Oh, so it would be this one right here, because that would be the next one. 4. Yeah. Oops. That's a little bit better, a little bit lighter. And then we'll go ahead and stamp the swirly ice cream in lemon lolly, which we will also stamp off. So let's see how many times. I'm not sure. 1 more, 2. Ooh, the 2 is plenty. All right. So just 2 times off on that one. So I'll stamp it off 1 time. And hopefully it's not going to be too bright. Oh, no. That's light enough you can write on. Yeah, kind of fun. So I'm going to stick that inside. Can you see it? Just barely. That's the idea, right? All right. So that is one shaker card, one way to make a shaker card. Dave has something for you, and then I'm going to show you one other way to make a shaker card. There we go.
Okay, so as always, we have a number of things coming up. And for everything, go to thestamperstudio.com. That's where you can come and click to order your Stampin' Up! Products. I've put a bunch of the item numbers in our chat tonight. So if you're looking for some of those things, come in here, click on Order Stampin' Up! Products. Don't have to think about a host code. Don't have to think about making sure you're on our site. You will automatically be brought right there. Now, one thing I do want to mention is we have coming up Sweets in Season. Sweets in Season is one of our events that we do with 2 of our other Stampin' friends, Tracy and Amy. And so we will be featuring 3 sweets from the new mini catalog. Just want to ask, put it in the chat. Have you received yours yet? We've gotten a few reports of them starting to arrive in mailboxes. So
Yes.
Let us know if you've gotten yours.
I have mine.
Thank you. I knew that. But Sweets in Season, 3 hours of Stampin' fun. Each demonstrator takes an hour, features one of the sweets, shows you many samples, as well as you get all the materials to make one project with each of the sweets that we're featuring. There are also add-on classes that you can, as it says, add on, featuring other products as well. But come into the stamperstudio.com, click on Sweets in Season, and you'll be brought in to register for that. Last thing I just want to mention is Card Cafe. Card Cafe is coming up this Saturday here in our Minnetonka studio. Card Cafe is an in-person event. You get to come, choose 5 designs, make 2 of each of those, and walk away with 10 beautiful cards. And always lots and lots of fun and laughter with everyone here.
And see the new studio.
And see our new redecorated studio. So all of that is happening on Saturday. Again, come to thestamperstudio.com, scroll down to Card Cafe, and you will be able to register for the event on Saturday. As we always say, please try to do that by Wednesday, just so we know how many we're expecting, and we can make sure to have all the supplies necessary. So, Card Cafe this Saturday.
Thanks, hon. All right. I also just wanted to show you, while I'm still on the ice cream, this other ice cream cone, because it has the dies like I did with the yellow lemon lolly here. How fun is that? And I love the little paper cup. It's funny. I had it down here, and my Dairy Queen owner friend said, well, they don't sit down there. They sit up for them. I'm like, oh, yeah, you're probably right. Anyway, not probably right. She is right. So just thought that was a fun little card. So I'm going to show you one more, and this one is we're going to use the hot air balloon dies or a hot air balloon stamp set. And, I'm obsessed with hot air balloons, so hang on. That's kind of a joke. It's very, very fun. Was that like a dad joke? I don't know. Okay. So on this one, we are going to use this as this is a little cellophane envelope. And so we're going to put the little frosted dots inside here.
Hi, Peggy.
And that's where those are going to go. And I thought this was kind of fun paper because it sort of looks like clouds a little bit. I thought it looked like clouds. And it's actually that winter meadow paper. This paper is on sale. So on this one, if you haven't seen the hot air balloon dies, or hot air balloon, I don't know why I keep saying dies, but the hot air balloons are so much fun. So this is the one I'm going to use. And right here is where we're going to put the gems, right in that piece in the middle there. So there's lots and lots of ways to make these hot air balloons. We are going to I'm going to go ahead and die cut this out of, I was going to die cut it out of pink. Do you want to grab me a pink?
Okay.
Oh, I have one right here. Hey. Because I have these, so I can use these like I did one other one. I'm going to stamp the hot air balloon and then cut it out in pink. I'm going to stamp it. What?
Is it Petunia Pop?
No, it's pink. Pretty in pink.
Oh, pretty in pink. Gotcha.
Yes. But I got some new pads because Dave was telling me get new pads for the refuge. So I took the older ones there and kept the new ones here.
I was going to say, so what's it doing here?
Yep. So let's go ahead and stamp our hot air balloon. There we go. Let's get our mat. Oh. And what else do I need? Paper. A little piece of paper. We'll stamp our hot air balloon on. There we go. White cardstock. All right. So we're going to stamp that in pretty in pink. Ooh, there must be a different color on my pretty in pink because do you see it's kind of purpley?
Yep.
That one's better. Okay. And then I did not bring over any color to stamp the basket. So I'm just going to do the basket maybe in black. I'm going to stamp a little black basket. We'll do that right here. Do a little black basket, and then we'll die cut that out too. That's a little bit too dark. That's what I like about little ones. You can that's better. You see the difference there? So small, but this one got smushy, so you couldn't see the detail. And this one, you could definitely see the detail in that little basket. So that's the one I'll die cut out. All right, here we go. Die cuts. And if Dave makes a suggestion, I'm going to listen to it this time. That just did not computate for me, but I got it now. Okay, I do need to cut that. So I'm going to use this one. We'll die cut that, move that over there. And at the same time, we can also die cut the basket. Push that over. There we go. Okay. And then we're going to die cut this little basket. Get that off. And we just need a little basket die. Oh, you know what else we're going to do? I think we can do this at the same time. I don't remember. Nope. Cannot do that. Okay. So we need our little basket. Here it is. Big basket. There we go. All right, let's line these up and grab another piece of washi tape just to hold this where it's going to be right there. A little higher. There we go. Okay. And I think we're good. Pull this back. All right, all set. Here we go. Make a cute little hot air balloon basket. And then we're going to run it through one more time because we need to make our window, right? That's the piece. We need a window here so that we can put the jimmies. I call them jimmies. I know they're not called jimmies. The frosted dots there. All right. So let's go ahead and one more time, keep that push all this over. Just die cut out this center. And I know it's going to cut out. I know it's going to make it so it's 2 pieces, but I think we could figure it out. All right, so there's that. Let's see if I can get that to go. Yes, it is. I'm a little low. Can you see that? Let me move this out of the way. There we are. I could see I have a little bit of white showing, and I want to make sure I've got that. There we go, cut out. Smush the bug. There we go. All right. All right, here we are. So we have 2 sides. I think I'm probably going to just trim that. Otherwise, it's going to look like I missed a piece. So let's go ahead and just trim that. Oh, I'm trying to get that washi tape. All right, let's go ahead and just trim that little piece off and come back to our, there we go. And there we go. Okay, so on this one, let's come back to our card here. Here is our window. Here's our hot air balloon. And the hot air balloon is going to sit like this with the, I feel like, did I make a mistake? No. I'm going to die cut out the hot air balloon on white. I need something to put that on, to put the, so you can see the frosted dots behind it. I kind of like that color, but we will, let's see, do 1 hole in white. This one more time. There we go. We'll do that in white, and that'll give us something to set behind it. So let's go ahead and die cut this out. Gotta make my EE. I never knew that until one of our Stampin' and Sweezens Stampin' events, and then Amy said that. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. Because sometimes it gets stuck and it won't go. Look at that. Went right through. Okay. So here is our balloon. Now on this one, the little frosted dots are going to shake right in there. It's kind of small. I suppose we could die cut into here, but I think we're okay. We're going to go for it and try it. Let's see. I need my little envelope. Here it is. I think I need a little bit bigger space. Sorry, friends, because don't know if I can fold my envelope that small. So let's make, I can't die cut this because it's too wide.
What do you need?
I don't need anything. I'm okay. I'm going to make it work. All right. If you understand what I'm saying, because I need to have something a little bit bigger. So we'll just trim this and make it smaller, and then that'll be okay too. All right. Yep. Okay. So our hot air balloon is going to be like right here, floating up in the air like that. Because still you need a window, right? We still need a window to put it in. Make your E. There it is. It's amazing how that just grabs it. I did not realize that. Okay. I am all set now. Some of you are like, well, whew, finally. Here we go. Let's use that for something else. All right. So we've got this. And we've got our hot air balloon. We've got the pink. Here's what we need to do. We need to take our little envelope, this one, and we're going to put some of these inside. This makes it so you don't have to seal the edges of your design. Well, that's probably a lot for the small space we're using. I'm going to dump some out. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so my space is this big, right? That's the space that's going to go in. Now I don't want it right on the edge. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to fold our envelope to be about that wide. So I'm going to fold that over like that. I'm going to trim it and I'm going to fold it down. And then that is going to sit behind. I'm going to trim this here. And I'm going to tape this shut. And I'm going to tape it. So this side is sealed. You with me so far? Still with me, everybody? Dave, you still with me?
Yep.
Like, what's he doing? All right. So we know that that needs to be a little bit bigger than the edge here, than this. A little bit bigger than that, which the whole thing should be just a little bit bigger. There we go. Okay. We're doing it. We're getting there. So this is going to sit. Oh, is it too small now? Good grief. Good grief, Lisa. This is going to sit behind here, and this piece is going to sit like here. So that's going to make our little, so we just have to decide here. Is pink behind it what we want? I think I do want the white behind it. What do you think? I think that shows up better.
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to go, oh, whoop.
I was going to say, I think that was it.
I do have it open. I didn't seal it shut. Well, that was fun. That's kind of a fun way to move them all around. Probably a little bit bigger thing would be easier to use instead of what I made it so small. You could use Scotch tape and just close that. So if you use the whole envelope, you just use this side, the adhesive side. So, okay, this needs to stick. It's a little brain gymnastics if you're not figuring that out. For me, it is anyway. All right, so put that there. Put the hot air balloon in. I'm going to go ahead and stick it in. I can stick that on. Whoop. So pop that in there and stick in our, I see that spot, but it's going to get covered, so I'm good. Okay, so there's our hot air balloon that we're working with. This I'm going to pop up with dimensionals and, oh, that's right. They're on the floor. I dropped them. Here they are. Here's some more. All right, I do like the strip still for this, so, and I'm going to use it at the very top because I want to make sure my little bag fits on the bottom. So I'm going to put these at the very top. But like I said, the great thing with this is you don't have to seal the edges completely because it's already sealed. All right, so that's going to stick right here on top like that. This one is going to stick underneath. Oh, a little bit more underneath. Okay. Here we go. This is sealed shut.
You have lost me. I do not know where this is going.
Sorry. That's okay. I think you'll understand. All right. So here's that's my middle. There we go. Just like that. And this piece sits on top of it because it's still going to get covered up. There's a hole. So that's going to sit there. Right? This piece is going to sit here. And these are going to get covered. So we're good. Just need some dimensionals here. Did you get back on track with me?
Not quite.
I'm sorry. Friends, I'm sorry. I should have done something a little bit easier than another small detail. If you do a bigger shaker card, it's probably easier because you're not using these itty bitty pieces that I'm trying to make work. Okay, so that's going to go there. Okay, and this is going to fit right on top of it like that. Are you seeing it now?
Yeah.
Yes-ish. I am going to pop this up because I've got that big thing there. Oops. So, well, now I'm like, oh, shoot, I should have just done a big one, but that's okay. We're all good. If Dave's getting lost, that makes me nervous, but I'm also going to put one right here because it's kind of a big ways from here to here. All right, give me some feedback here, people. Are you getting it, friends? Or you're kind of like, what? I got lost.
Where I got lost was popping up the piece that's, yes, the piece that's on the pink.
The piece that's on the pink. Now, if this is not even, I'm going to trim my pink. That's my easiest way to do that. I'm going to push this down.
Tina's with you. So good.
Okay, thanks, Tina. Pull my pink through, move that over a little bit. There we go. Okay. Oh, I can't trim it. That's the card. Okay. Well, then that's all good. All right. I have made easier ones. I don't know why that one was so difficult, but that's all right. Let's go ahead and add our basket. We're here now, right?
Yep.
We are here now. Stick the basket there. But there's our little shakers underneath here. and they're in a bag, so it's not completely sealed. That's all. And I'm going to put a little sentiment. This comes in that same stamp set. So let's look at the words. Tina, thanks for being with me. I was like, oh, dang. It's not supposed to be a hard one. I think wish big is probably good. Or, yeah, I think wish big is good. Wish big. There it is. Wish big. All right. Here we are. And I'm just going to do the wish big in the black again. Pull that up. Wish big. Here I'm thinking, oh, I'll do the harder one first and then this one, but it's all good. This one is going to sit right here. Cute. And I am not going to pop it up. Just stick that right on there like that. Look how cute it is. Cute, Dave?
Very cute.
Yeah. So let me just, one thing that makes it a little bit easier is if you were to use a bigger one, is what I was saying. If you're using a bigger one, like the whole envelope, or just folding down, even this, just folding down this piece, and that's our whole shaker part. Like you just put a frame and then put an image either on this or underneath it. That is going to be easier. So anyway, it's okay. It's still really cute. So there's that. And where's our other one? It is over here. Did you have anything else, Dave?
No.
There we go. 2 shaker cards using our shaker dots. I hope you stayed with me on that, but that's how you make shaker cards. And I look forward to seeing you on Saturday. And I'm also excited because I think it's Thursday this week or Wednesday. My pre-order from the fall catalog comes, and there's some really great things in it. So I'm excited to see those, and then maybe I'll get to share some of those with you. All right, friends, thanks for hanging with me, and I hope that you learned something and had fun. So happy stamping, friends. See you on Saturday.